Hi EK, thank you so much for meeting with me today and for trusting me with your hair and scalp health. I know how much your wellness matters to you, especially after all the challenges that you've been through recently, and I'm here to walk you through everything I observed during your assessment and explain what's going on and create a customized plan that works for your lifestyle and health goals. How would you describe your natural hair care journey?
For years, I relied heavily on a flat iron to straighten my hair. It became my go-to. I thought sleek and straight meant polished and professional, especially for work. But over time, all that heat completely damaged my hair. I noticed that I no longer had a curl pattern. Whenever I washed my hair, it just hung there. I noticed that it was limp, no bounce, no life. But I just couldn't bring myself to use relaxers. I'd seen what it had done firsthand when used on a long-term basis. So instead, I switched to wigs. And at first, it seemed like the perfect solution.
A quick fix, right?
Exactly. But the wig clips began to stress out my edges. And when lace fronts became popular, I jumped on the trend. It did help in some areas, but over time, the friction from wearing them daily caused breakage and thinning, especially around the crown of my head. I was chasing a protective style, but I wasn't really protecting my hair.
That's such a powerful realization. And recently, your health took a turn that impacted your hair as well, correct?
Yes, between medications, water restrictions, and overall stress, especially from starting a new job, my body was under a lot of pressure. My scalp is itchy, but after just a few days post wash, it became very oily. To be honest, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have the right tools, education to care for my natural hair the right way.
I am really inspired by your personal hair journey. So many women suffer in silence in this area. So let's start with a quick overview. You're 67, you live in Phoenix, you're working in a high demand role at a national bank. I know you shared that the stress has been a big factor recently, but you're now working towards living more stress free, which is wonderful. You're also managing health concerns like cardiovascular disease and diabetes, and you've done an amazing job at maintaining your water intake and following your doctor's dietary guidelines. That's going to make a big difference in our plan.
I need guidance. I need someone like you who can look at my situation holistically, my history, health, and hair type, and help me build a routine that brings healing and consistency. I need a personal coach, someone like you who really understands scalp health, the correct products, and lead me in my emotional journey as well. So, Dr. K, tell me, what do I need to do? What do I need to do to help me on this natural hair care journey.
Now, based on what I saw during the trichoscope exam, there are several things happening. At the optical area or at the back of the head, there's an overproduction of oil, and that tells me that your sebaceous glands are still active in that area. In the parietal and frontal regions where your hair is mostly gray, it's very dry. That band balance is something that we can work on through targeted hydration and scalp treatments. Now at the crown or vertex, it is showing signs of follicular miniaturization in some areas where no follicles are visible at all. This may be early signs of scarring alopecia, but that would need confirmation through a dermatologist. At the temples and nape, where the wig clips have been placed for years, shows signs of traction, mechanical stress that has weakened the follicles. I also noticed some vellus hairs or baby hairs coming in the temples, which is a good sign. It tells me that regrowth is possible if we support those follicles properly. Based on what I see, I'm observing some overlapping conditions. Androgenic alopecia or female pattern hair loss, especially at the crown and temples. Traction alopecia from repeated clip use and braiding in the same pattern. Possible early stage of cicatricial alopecia, which should be evaluated by a dermatologist. And likely telogen effluvium, which is stress-related shedding, something that's common with chronic illness and high stress. Now, the good news is that several areas, especially around the temples and the parietal regions, show potential for regrowth with the right care. The crown may be a little bit more challenging, but we'll focus on soothing the scalp, improving the blood flow, and supporting any active follicles. Over time, with consistency and reduced stress, heavy on the reduced stress, very heavy on the reduced stress, I believe we can create a much healthier scalp environment. I also encourage you to see a dermatologist to evaluate the crown area more closely. A scalp biopsy could tell us more if you've developed a form of scarring alopecia, so we could be more specific to your care plan. I'd also like to check in with you monthly through our hair community, where we can track your progress together, taking pictures every 15 days so that we can really see how your hair and scalp is responding to current treatment, and if we need to reevaluate that treatment plan within another, let's say 3 to 6 months. All right, so I'm going to walk you through the complete growth cocktail system and break it down for you. It's going to be your go-to routine for restoring, growing, and retaining your natural crown that God gave you. It's perfect for you because you're dealing with breakage and thinning. I know you're not so much into your curls right now, but it's going to help you with your curls and just bring back healthier hair. So just trust the process. Trust the process. So step 1 is the rosemary and kumquat hydrating shampoo. It detoxifies your scalp without stripping your hair. It's infused with rosemary to stimulate those follicles and kumquat to fight buildup and inflammation. This is gonna help soothe your hair, and it's the foundation to healthy growth. A clean scalp is a growing scalp. Then we're gonna follow up with our hydrating conditioner. It is packed with aloe vera. It restores moisture. It helps with detangling. It strengthens your strands, your follicle strand, your strands, so that you're not losing hair every time that you comb. Trust me, this is gonna break your softness. Hair is gonna feel so soft after a shampoo and conditioner, and that's just the first part of the system. And then when you talk hydration, you can't leave out the hydration mist. It's leave-in. It's a game changer. Whether you're rocking just your braids out around the house, whether you start feeling dry, itchy scalp, this is going to be your best friend because it's going to help keep your scalp moisturized, and it's going to help with having an itch-free scalp. It's like water, but with way more benefits. You're going to love it. And then we are going to follow up with sealing that in with the Growth Cocktail Oil. This is our powerhouse for the Growth Cocktail system. It's infused with 16 powerful herbs: rosemary, fenugreek, saw palmetto, peppermint, grapeseed, you name it. It's designed to stimulate your growth, restore thinning areas, and bring life back to your crown. So apply it 2 to 3 times a week with a good scalp massage and watch what happens. Next up, we want to make sure that we're furthering that hydration, and we got to seal it in with our buttercream. It is very creamy. Oh my goodness, and it smells so good. The whole line smells amazing. Oh, this one isn't open. It smells so amazing, but even just open up the top and it's still, I can still smell it. It smells amazing. It's going to help define curls. It's going to keep your style soft and juicy, and help maintain your length by preventing dryness. It's going to lock in so much moisture. You're never going to understand like why you haven't already been using it. And then last but never least, you want to lock in with the butter, the growth butter. It is your sealant. It's perfect for protecting edges, especially for protecting those ends and laying edges, locking in moistures, and basically just helping seal in everything that you've received from the rest of the system. So this is the don't play about my hair step. And consistency is key. Each product works with each other to give your hair exactly what it needs: moisture, strength, growth, protection. It was created for you to grow on purpose, with purpose. All natural, faith-based, results driven. So I'm so glad that you're wanting to take your hair care seriously to the next level, because this is going to be the chef's kiss. To prevent further damage, I recommend switching to lace front wigs with elastic blends or a glueless install. We want to completely avoid clips and tight braids. Instead of the 4 tight cornrows to the back, try rotating your braid pattern weekly or use loose flat twists. Also sleep in a silk line bonnet or a silk pillowcase, something that will protect your hair overnight. Your commitment to reducing stress is already making a huge difference. Keep prioritizing that, heavy on prioritizing that. Also consider like activities like journaling, stretching, exercising, or even, soft prayer music to help you maintain your inner peace. I do recommend you speak with your doctor about a gentle hair supporting multivitamin that includes zinc, iron, and vitamin D3, but only if it's compatible with your heart medications. Thank you again, EK, for being here. I am truly believing in you and your hair's potential and your power to heal. With care, patience, and consistency, I know you'll start to see real progress and maybe even get closer to wearing your own natural, beautiful hair when you feel ready to.